How are you guys this morning? I've been awake for a total of about 20 minutes. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm out here already because the cat's trying to kill me. That's why the door's shut. I figured I would have morning musings while I make my breakfast so that she can have her breakfast and then she'll leave us all alone for a while. She will. I'm hoping. Okay, so here we are. Ta-da! Good morning. It is the 7th of December 2020 and yeah, it's Monday. Our car's going in for its retest on the MOT today. Fingers crossed, touch wood, that it all goes as planned. It should do. I mean, we did spend a lot of time and money during the year making sure that the expensive things didn't have to get done. So we're really kind of hoping that that's paid off for us now, because we only had to get like pins for the headlights, so we ended up getting new headlights, well, new second-hand headlights that had the pins in them. We had to get a bolt or something for the brake line hose or something like that. I think there was one other thing, but it was basically another bolt or a clip or something like that was missing, which is fine. You know, and we've all got little things like that bounce off the car or whatever at some point, and the only time you ever find out about them is when they're getting checked. See if they're roadworthy or not. So, you know, better to know than not, right? Thankfully, it wasn't very, very expensive stuff to do. So, this morning for my breakfast, I've decided I want noodles. Oh. And just, I don't know what I'm going to do. So let's just see what I've got. So I get you here where you can see what I'm doing and talk to me at the same time. Hang on. No, talk to me. My face is here. Just saying. Hi. So I need a bit of oil. Look, coconut oil's here. That'll do. Grab some of that. I will. Let's use that. I'm going to cook off these mushrooms in it, and I've got some mushrooms. I've still got a couple of those sausages that Tanny bought. I want to do the mushrooms first. Check those in. There we go. Now I've got, yeah, a couple of these sausages that Tanny bought and I had yesterday. But I'm going to cut them up into really small pieces. Smaller even than what I did in the sausage casserole yesterday. Not that this is the most important thing I'm doing. Yeah. Anywho. So, oh. Put those in there as well. Ta-da! And just because I'm a lazy cow and I don't want to, and I'm in a mood for pickly flavours, I've got these leftover onions and tomato bits that I had from making green tomato ketchup, and I've saved those because they're basically pickled onions. That's basically what they are. So I wasn't going to chuck those away, but they've got a lot of flavour in them, which is really, really cool. And I've got some pickled slaw as well, which will give me a whole heap of other really nice veg. And since it's all done in like apple cider vinegar, really good for me too. More veg. So here we go. Plus I don't have to worry about putting flavours and things because it's already done. Yay! Right. Thing anyway, I read this thing this morning about how women lose their sparkle because they get to a point in their life where they are trying to be everything for everyone and they forget how to be themselves. That's so true. But I think guys do it too. And I think there's not enough emphasis on that. There's a lot of emphasis on womanly things because we talk to each other. And we tend to talk to each other. We tend to be a little bit more social. And it doesn't seem to be such a bad thing to talk about. But fellas are just the same. And there's always been this stigma of boys don't cry and, you know, men suck it up and be the man of the house and all of this sort of shit. And frankly, if you're not taking care of you too, how are you supposed to do all those other things? So, my thought is, as much as women have been put upon quite a lot, alright, men have been put upon quite a lot as well. And I think a lot of people don't realise that feminism is actually for men as well. It is, because it's to give you fellas, you know, just as much equality as we have. You know, it's not just about women being equal, it's about men being equal as well. That means men's health, that means men's financials, that means everything, you know. Mental health is a massive thing. And if you don't look after your mental health, and you don't look after your brain box, you don't look after your heart or your emotional health, how are you supposed to look after everybody else's? I mean, like, seriously, how are you supposed to look after everybody else's? You can't do it. So, you got to start looking after yourself. And I don't mean having so much beer in the evening that you're going to knock yourself out. I mean by listening to your music, watching the things that you want to watch. Do the things that make you happy. What was it like for you before all of these responsibilities? What did you used to do? What did you used to do to make you happy? Did you used to go and run in the woods? Did you used to go fishing? What about making something? How good do you feel after making something? You know, what's good for the girls is good for the boys. And frankly, I think there needs to be a lot more emphasis on this. I am a big supporter of men in domestic violence situations because they are not spoken about, and they should be. I had a cousin that ended up not here because of the domestic violence he put up with and wasn't able to, you know. So as far as I'm concerned, these are all things that need to be talked about and need to be normalised, and the police need to start being taught in a different way. You know, emergency services need to be taught in a different way. GPs, oh my god, GPs, don't get me started on GPs. But you fellas have as much right to be treated like a normal human being as women do. Because you are. Right? I mean, put it this way, like, you know, I mean, like I said, you know, men have had this whole boys don't cry thing hammered into them from when they were kids. I didn't do that with my kids, I have to admit. I really didn't. Because, you know, I realised boys do cry. Boys should cry. And those that didn't tended to have nervous breakdowns in their mid-40s. Or earlier. Or ended up dead in their 20s. Or on drugs. Or something like that, because they couldn't manage with what they were feeling because they hadn't been taught how to do it. Let me get a bowl. Oof. So, oh god, that's smelling so nice. I just realised I had spinach in the freezer that I harvested from our crop earlier in the year. Maybe I should use that. I don't know. But this is yum. Noodle facial. Pickle facial. Okay. I'm going to turn that off. Put this in here. I want you guys to think about it. I want all of you to think about it, you know. Everyone is just as important as everybody else. They are. Doesn't mean that you're entitled to any kind of different behaviour, because we are all equal to each other. And I don't care whether you're a CEO, Prime Minister, President, fucking Emperor of the Universe, or some poor sap. Doesn't have, he's got less of a pot to piss in than we do. And he's sleeping on the streets. You know, we all have the right to be treated like individuals, proper individuals that matter. So, look after yourselves and each other. And if you want to spend breakfast with me again, go hit the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up. Hit the little bell icon-y thing. Press all, then you'll know when I'm coming out. And I will talk to you guys later on today. I love you heaps. Bye for now. Have a great day.